Hello, YouTubes. I'm switching back to you, just heading. Hi, YouTube. We are going to be playing Luto today. We spun a wheel, and Luto is what came up. And so that's what we're going to be doing. I've never played it before, and I am apprehensive. So, yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna load up the game. I have it already downloaded, so that's good at least. Oh, I should really make sure that I didn't even check if everything's working okay over on YouTube. My bad. I assume you can hear me and everything's good. Yeah, I can. It seems like everything's good. Okay. Yeah, so I guess we're playing Luto. Does anyone know how to play Luto? I do not. This is absolutely 100% a blind playthrough, like for sure blind. I've never ever played Ludo before. I've never even seen anyone play Ludo. I don't know anything about it. I only know that at one point in time, I saw it on Steam and I thought I would like it. Will I? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, let's swap scenes and see if the audio is coming through loud and clear and everything else. And do I need to move this out of my way? Just a smidge. Okay, obviously this is... Oh, no. Oh, wait, no, that's my bad. I forgot to do this. Okay. Yeah, see? Everything's fine. Oh my God. I can't believe that I'm nervous for no reason. Oh my God. Okay, let's go in here. For language, we want English. Oh, hang on. Is English? Okay, we got English already. Okay. Resolution, display mode. I feel like this is all okay. Right? Like we'll find this should be fine. How's the audio seems to be okay. All right. I hear music. That's a good sign, right? Like I hear ambient sounds. Is this game scary? Okay. That part looks scary. This is a story about death. It explores themes of abuse, anxiety, depression, and suicide, weaving a tale that may be disturbing to some people. If at any point you feel it is too much, please take a break, and remember that even in the deepest darkness, you can always find a glimmer of light. Okay. Okay, here's what I'm going to say. So to set expectations, we are going to give this a good try. We will play for at least an hour for sure. Unless something catastrophically unless something like pops up that's like, oh, okay, nope, that's a deal breaker for me. In which case, at that point, I'm not going to keep playing. But I don't think that will happen. like I'm not worried about that happening, but I do want to set that as a boundary that we have, so that you know, nobody feels, well, so I don't feel like locked into playing a game. Sorry, I'm wiggling and my camera's moving and everything's moving. Okay. I don't want to feel locked into playing a game if the game is not suitable for me or for what I want for my channel, right? Okay, so that's one boundary that we're setting. The other one is that we will at least give a game an hour's worth of play before we decide that a game is like not a good game, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, we're not going to say about a game, "Ooh, this game sucks," and leave without trying it for at least an hour. Okay, those are the boundaries that we're setting. Okay. I must have, and again, like I said, the game is here because I thought I would want to play it, so we'll give it a shot. My cats are now meowing at me loudly because I haven't fed them yet, but I'm going to feed them during the first break. So it's okay, they'll get fed eventually. Okay. Audio sounds good to me, so I'm going to turn some of my volumes down, like my monitoring volumes, because I don't need them like shouting in my ear anymore. And I'm going to turn up my game volume so that I can hear the game. That seems to make sense. Yes? Hi, Unky Dank Meme. Thank you for the lurk. Ooh, this is loud. Is this way, way, way too loud for you guys as well? I don't know. I might need to. I'll adjust this volume down a smidge, and then if it gets too quiet, I can adjust it back up. But this does feel kind of loud in my ears. So, I don't know. Okay. Are we feeling brave? Oops, that's not what I wanted to click on. Did I tell you guys that my cat puked in my keyboard one night and I had to buy a new keyboard? And now I'm like, okay, I'm tucking my keyboards underneath the like, you know, I have like one of those little like almost like a small TV stand, but like, you know, smallified to fit on a desk, and then your monitor goes on it, and there's like, you know, there's like a couple drawers and stuff like that. Anyway, long story short, I tuck my stuff underneath there because yeah, my cat threw up on my keyboard and I had to buy a new keyboard, and I don't want to have to buy another new keyboard. That was Cassie. Okay. New game. Okay. Okay, I'm here in this world. Is this screen tearing because of the game or because of my video settings?
A sandstorm rises, and countless of its grains strike Sam furiously, cutting into his skin, entering his eyes, filling his mouth, until little by little everything in its path is buried under the sand.
Oh, I didn't realize I was closed. Am I closing my eyes, or is the game doing that? No, the game's doing that. Okay. Did I die within the first few seconds? I got buried in a sandstorm and that's it for me? Hello? Oh, hang on, wait. Maybe I'm supposed to click something? No? Game, what am I doing? Alright, is this... Okay.
Fortunately, Sam is used to his many recurring nightmares, although he hasn't had this one for a long time. He doesn't know what it means, But whatever it is, it's happening again.
Okay. I seem to have broken my mirror. I have a little note that says, good luck. Bring pizza. Here's a little smiley face. Good morning. Oh, I've left some pills out on the table. I must not have a cat in this game. Is my comb all messed up? Oh no. Okay, that's just a visual glitch. Okay. Does this post-it say anything? Yeah, in real life, you will not catch me leaving any pills lying around because I don't want my cats to get at them. Oh, that's cool. Okay, the number of Q-tips that are lying around is also alarming. I'm not here to judge anyone's Q-tip usage, but like, wait, is that more pills? Oh no, that's a key card. Can I grab it? It says pizza. Wait, does it say pizza? Yeah, it says pizza. That's like a filthy pizza place shirt. Is it filthy or is it just like that's what color it is? It looks like it's filthy, but I don't know. Look, there's an incense thing in my bath. Okay. Okay. That's fine. I'm still getting my bearings, so it's okay. Here's another pill bottle. A lot of pills. Blister packs, pill bottles, capsules lying around. Okay. Let's get out of here. Okay. Circle means I can do something. Dot means I can look. And yeah, the screen tearing is definitely my settings. Let's see what we can do about that. Does VSync help with screen tearing? And if I switch to medium, will that also help? I'm so bad at knowing about this kind of stuff. Resume game.
That was weird. For a brief moment, Sam stood completely still.
I guess the narrator didn't like that I paused the game to go into settings, but it does feel like it's happening less. So let's Oh, never mind. That's just one of those air fresheners that has a timer on it. Okay. That's fine. No reason to get scared.
As he does every day, Sam gets ready to leave the house and go to work.
Whose room is this? Not. Why was there a loud noise when I tried to open that door? Oh boy. This house layout is reminiscent of... What's that? The house layout where there's like a balcony, but like inside at the end of the hall. Like not with these stairs right here.
Today he seems a bit distracted. As if he hasn't been here before. Probably because of the move.
Moving things. Dad's room. Does that say Isaac's room? Isaiah's room? I can't really read that. My room, bathroom, upstairs hallway, downstairs hallway, entrance hall, stairs, living room, kitchen, garage, basement, courtyard. Oh, dang it. Twitch was running ads and I didn't run and get the cats fed. Instead, I wasted a bunch of time. Okay, I'm going to pause this. Game, don't give me any lip when I get back. I am realizing that I have to fix a couple things, so let me do that real quick. Okay. I'm gonna grab this and paste it here. Sorry, I'm just doing something real quick that I need to fix that I keep thinking I should fix and then I keep not fixing it. But it's gonna be, it'll drive me nuts if I don't fix it. So I'm doing that. Okay. Okay, that's fixed. And why did that other thing not work? Weirdly. Maybe I just missed it. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm gonna go feed the cats. It will take me less than a minute or 2 minutes. And I apologize for those kind of like the delay. I'll be right back. I promise. I'm back. I have a donut. Hmm. Yeah, usually that kind of thing would scare the hell out of me. Um, I'm kind of choosing not to let it scare me today.
He tries to open his grandmother Dolores's chest, but since her death, no one knows where the key is.
I do hate this so much. That scared me. Okay. I hate it. I hate it so much. I'm starting to get the feeling this is a scary game. I don't like scary games. Is this too scary for me? Fuck. No. Nope. I don't like it. Why didn't I just at least look up what kind of game this was before I put it on the list? Why did I buy this game for myself? Who did this to me? It was me. I did it. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to. There's going to be a jump scare and I don't want to. I hate this. God damn it, I hate this so much. I hate this. Okay, so here's the problem. Scary things just happening in the game is fine, but I am not a fan of this, like, building anticipation too much, because I am too easily... my anxiety is too high for something like this. Like, you know, in the seance game, you could run around the corner and a ghost would be there and you'd be like, oh my. But like, for the most part, everything was benign and normal. This setting where it's like very realistic setting and then spooky things happening, I have a hard time with this in a game. It's not that I don't like it, it's that for me it is too effective at what it's trying to do. And because it's too effective, I am too affected. I'm too much affected by this. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. It's not going to be fun for anybody to watch me hesitate to walk down a hall and, like, have ratcheting anxiety. I don't think that's fun. And I had said that I would give the game an hour in case, like, if the game was bad, I would give it an hour. The game's not bad. The game is, like, I can't make an assessment of the game, but this is not going to be entertaining for anybody, and particularly not me. Right? So here's my thought. If I can convince my husband to sit beside me in his chair right here, then, or if I can find a friend who will sit on like a Discord chat with me and walk me through this game, I will play this game. But I cannot play this game if I am by myself here controlling the game. I know my own limitations. This is like in Summer of 58, which I have played exactly the same amount of, because I was in a room and it took me like 10 minutes to psych myself up to walk into another room. And then it took me like another 10 minutes to just walk around in that. Like, everything was so painfully slow because I was too scared to move my character model, right? Like, I'm too scared to go down this hall because I'm afraid that thing that looked like a ghost on the downstairs is going to turn into a ghost or something like that. And I don't want to be jump scared, so I don't want to walk down the hallway. Even with the tongue-in-cheek narrator, I'm still too scared to play this game alone. Okay. Anyway, Summer of 58. Finally get into the room. There's like a little doll or whatever, right? A ball rolls across the floor behind you. I'm like, eek! It's kind of like the basketball in this game. Then you go into another room, and the doll that was on a chair in that room you just were in is now in the windowsill in this new room. And then I panicked, and I was like, nope, and I couldn't play it anymore. So, since I know myself, we're going to just save here. Oh, it doesn't even save. Okay, we're just going to leave the game. Okay. I'm going to pull up the what do you call it again? The wheel. We're removing this game from the wheel. Because when I put it on the wheel, I did not realize what kind of a game it was. I wonder what made me want to try this game. Maybe I did see somebody playing it, and maybe I thought to myself, that's not so scary when you're watching someone else play it. And maybe I thought to myself, I can do that game. And I am here to say that the me who thought that was wrong. Okay, here we go. I think none of these games are super scary. If they turn out to be, the wheel will dwindle quite quickly, right? Okay, Return of the Obra Dinn. Well, we know we can play a game like that. That game is kind of like Case of the Golden Idol. Okay, that's what we're doing. New plan. So I'm going to come in here and kind of just make sure that everything is set up properly. So I believe I can, on the fly, make an edit to this. Let me just make sure. Return of the Obra Dinn. Because Luto was too scary. My God. Ask me what my favorite genre of movie is. Like, ask me what my favorite kind of book is. I don't know why I cannot play a video, like a horror video game. It makes absolutely no sense to me. Because everything else, I'm like, oh yeah, I love that movie. But I am so scared of scary games. Okay. Did this update? It did. Okay. No, that's wrong. Oh, jeez, crow. I have messed up everything. Okay, let's try this. Okay. Can you even imagine being so afraid of a game that you can't even get past the opening little bits because you're just that much afraid? Guys. All right. There we go. Return of the Obra Dinn. I can't even with myself right now. I can't. Okay. Let's put this away. That. And we need to do this. Okay. Okay. embarrassing. Like, it's so embarrassing. Okay, hang on. My audio is like crazy loud. Why is that? It just is. Okay, the audio is crazy loud. Okay. How come the audio is crazy loud? Did this not work? Potentially? Is it just super loud? Is that just how it is? Okay. This audio is okay. Out of control, and it's obviously not being controlled properly. Okay. Hang on. Okay. Yeah, the audio is very loud, but it's clearly not playing through where I want it to play through. So something is going wrong here. Like, is it somehow accidentally going through? I don't get it. It's not, but like, I don't understand why it's so loud, but you're not getting any of it. Okay. Lost at sea, 1803. The good ship Obra Dinn, built 1796, London, 800 tons, though 18 tons, sorry, 800 tons. Excuse me, can I speak English? Oh, I was wasting so much time I didn't get to read the whole thing. My bad. The Honourable East India Company. Attention, Chief Inspector, Insurance and Claims, London office. The Obra Dinn has returned. Dispatch to Falmouth immediately and prepare a full assessment. Okay. Is this a mouse game, or do I have control over anything? Okay. So the audio's not working on this. Why isn't the audio working on this? Is there settings that I can access? This is a real shit show. Okay, but you can't hear any of the audio. Why? Oh, cool. That's kind of neat. That is actually quite neat. Okay. I kind of like that. But I'm still a little bit pissed that the audio is broken. Why is the audio broken? What I will say is this: the audio is playing in my ears at the most maximum volume it possibly could play in. And none of it, as far as I can tell, is coming through to you guys. Is that accurate? Yeah, I'm hearing the loudest waves imaginable, and you are hearing nothing. Why is that? Could any one thing go right for me today? I don't want to send my entire system audio out to stream, because then, I mean, that's like every single notification that pops up will go to stream. I don't want that. Why do you have to be so irritating? Where can I go to set this? There's a thing, right, where you can be like, hey, for each individual app, I would like to tell you where you're going to put that, where you're sending your audio. Okay, this is, why are you not doing the thing that you say you're doing? Like, you say that you're doing this, but you're not actually doing it. Why is that? Because if I turn this to 0, let's say I decided I didn't want to hear any notifications. Okay. So how am I hearing this? Where is this audio coming from? I can't, oh my God. I can't troubleshoot this, because as soon as I leave, the audio stops. But it's not coming through on system because I just muted system entirely and I can still hear it. This is fun. And when I say that, I mean not at all fun. Okay. Where is this audio being controlled? Nowhere, apparently. Oh my God, I hate my life. Guys, why? 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 How do I have, why is Discord in here twice? What is happening? Okay, whatever. Obra Dinn is in here lying about where the audio is being sent, which is, I would like to say that the amount of annoying this is like, 785. Okay. Does this work? No, because obviously it doesn't. Oh my God. Do we need the, like, I guess you need the audio. What a stupid question. Why does this have to be like this? Why? Sorry, I'm an amount of frustrated right now that is outstanding. This thing literally says that it is sending the audio to the right output. Like, it's saying it's, but I have the correct output. I have it completely muted to test the theory. And when I go to the game is as loud as hell in my ears and is not sending out to you guys. And so it is not, in fact, going to the right output. Why is everything pissing me off today? Like, what? Why? Okay, I'm picking a random game. Sorry, I can't deal with this. No, I can't deal with this. I'm going to go crazy. I don't even want to stream anymore because this is so irritating. Okay. I'm going to move this out of here and put it in there. I'm gonna have to do a lot of Googling to figure out why Obra Dinn wasn't working properly, because I know people have streamed it. So I know it can be done properly. I just need to figure out how. Okay, so that's its own thing. Now I'm just so mad. Oh gosh, I hate when little things pile up to cause me to be like on the edge of a knife in terms of like just like I'm so frustrated that my body is like, we should cry. We should cry. That's how we should solve this. And I'm like, that's not going to solve this. So we don't need to do that. But like, oh my God. Okay. And I know that part of the problem is that because Luto made me so anxious, the anxiety is is the biggest feeling I'm feeling. So the frustration on top of the anxiety is like everything is heightened because of that. Under normal circumstances, I think that the Obra Dinn situation would have annoyed me, but it wouldn't have set me to the point of feeling like oh my God, the world's ending. I know the world's not ending. Everything is fine. I'm really annoyed because I was excited about playing that game. Okay. Should we try a different game? I'm not even going to update the stream or anything. I'm going to see if this even works before I do anything else. If I start this game and I tell it that I want the audio to come through here, will that actually do that? Or are you just a liar and now I'm doing yet another thing that's not working? Okay, hang on. I need to double check something. Okay. Okay, so if I say this, are you going to be in the correct place or no? Well, you're not where I wanted you to be, but that's okay. I think I can I not drag you over? Game. Okay. I see that you are not hearing audio from this either. Did I somehow mess everything up? What is going wrong in here? Maybe this is what's the problem. Okay. Is this just not working? Okay. I can't figure out why the audio is doing what the audio is doing. And I can't tell if it's just doing it because I happen to be picking games that run in a way that my system is like, yeah, we can't pass the audio through the way that you normally do, except that it seems weird that these games aren't, it's not like I'm trying to run a retro Nancy Drew. How long ago were these games made? The one, let me just check. Okay, so Obra Dinn is from 2018. It should be able to... I don't get it. Why is everything acting so weird? Okay. Do you need an update and you just haven't told me that you need an update? Nope. You're up to date. Okay. What is happening? Okay, what? For real, what is happening here? Okay. Well, I'm having a great day. How's everyone else's day going? Because this, I assume, is a lot of fun for you. Right? I mean, this has to be the most fun you've ever had. Watching a person struggle to figure out why the hell their audio isn't working can't possibly get more fun than that. This has got to be the most... I don't know what to do. I think the part about this that is the most frustrating is that all of my settings are exactly the same as they always are. And typically when I have a problem with something, it's the video being a pain in the ass. You know what I mean? Like, I don't usually have a problem with the audio inside of, like, within my own system not working. Like, it's super weird. It's weird that the audio is playing through an unknown source. Like, I can't even identify where the audio is going to be able to be like, please send that audio through OBS to stream. I don't understand what's happening. All I know is that the audio is playing at full max volume and I can't even adjust the volume of the audio. And that it is only playing in my earbuds and nowhere else. Which is weird. Is it working now? Oh, now it's working. Is it? Let me see. What the hell? I'm not complaining. If it's working, I'm not complaining. Let's see. Can you guys... Okay. Hang on. I'm going to quit the title, and then I'm going to begin a new game, and I'm going to see if we can hear them talking. All right. So here's the part where they tell us that where the Obra Dinn was built. Captain R. Witterell, crew 51 men, last voyage to Orient, Cape Rendezvous unmet. Contact East India Company, London office for inquiries or testimony. I don't hear any game audio. Is that because there's no game audio right now? Attention, Chief Inspector, Insurance and Claims, London office. The Obra Dinn has returned. Dispatch to Falmouth immediately and prepare a full assessment. I don't know that that's pronounced Falmouth. It's probably pronounced Falmouth, but I don't know. Falmouth, England, 1807.
Company man woke me up. Said you'd need ferry to the Obra Dinn. Not many eager for that job.
Okay.
Seems a bit late if you ask.
I didn't.
What's in the box?
I don't know. Hoist it up in a few minutes.
Hey! Ow!
What's in the box?
Carefully.
Sorry. Okay. So now the audio is way too quiet. But I do hear that the audio is going through. This feels very, very, very... I feel happy about this. Let's keep trying. Let's go. How do I move in this game? Does my mouse do anything? Can I talk to the guy? Okay, so I pressed space and that made me climb up. It sounds like I was saying shit, but I wasn't. I was saying shift, but then I realized I meant space. Hi, Mamelord. I am playing Obra Dinn after a horrifyingly awful... I'm glad you weren't here for the last hour because it was not a fun hour. So the first thing that happened is that I tried to play Luto, but it turns out that it's scary and I'm way too scared, so I couldn't, like, I got through the opening loop of, like, walking to the front door once, and when it brought me back to the bathroom a second time, I was like, nope. Nope. I know that it's not PT and it's not going to be PT and it's definitely not PT, but I'm like, I'm not doing this. I can't. However, I also had already had my anxiety ratcheted way up because it doesn't matter. So I switched to Obra Dinn, but the audio was only playing very loudly in my earbuds, but it wouldn't come through on stream. And it was so loud I could, like, not think. And I couldn't figure out where to turn the volume down because it wasn't going through my mixer properly. So I was, like, stressed about that. I got so frustrated about that compounded with the anxiety I was already feeling about Luto. I was, like, on the verge of tears. I tried to open a different game. The audio still was not going through the mixer. And I was like, I'm going to have to end stream. Everything sucks. I hate everything. And then I was like, I'll give it one more try. And I opened Obra Dinn and the audio worked. And I'm so thrilled. Thank God. Okay. You're up to speed. So the controls on this are very... like... Me too. It's not going to be scary. Like, even if there's scary things, this kind of graphics is, like, I can handle it. There's a level of realism in graphics wherein I can no longer handle scary stuff. But this seems okay. Will you tell me if the audio is terrible? I'm going to rely on you to tell me if the audio is terrible. Is what I should say. I'm turning down I had my monitoring turned to max because I couldn't tell if the audio was going through or not. But if the game audio is way, way, way too loud, let me know. I don't think it is, but it might be. Okay, so here's a body, and I'm hearing ocean sounds. So far, so good. Okay, yay. I have found a body. I don't know what to do with it. Was there a thing that told me what the controls are? Action is space, E is zoom, escape is pause, tab is open book. Tab is closed book, page writer stuff. Okay. Okay, seems like maybe I want to hit E. Are those flies around
Oi! It's too heavy!
That's the box that I told the guy to carefully bring up, right? Can I run? No. Is this where the ladder was? Sir? Sir, I'm coming down to find out what you want.
It's too heavy. Take it yourself or open it here.
Okay, I've got the book. Okay, so this is the book that we were just hearing about. Return of the Obra Dinn, a catalogue of adventure and tragedy, 1807. I trust that you now find yourself aboard the Obra Dinn. I expected this day to come, and my every intention was to tell the ship's strange tale within the pages of this book. I thought it was going to say passages, and I just was about to add extra letters for no reason. Regrettably, failing health has allowed me to produce only the basic outline that follows. Your presence on the Obra Dinn is critical. I leave the discovery of its fate and the completion of this book in your hands. The next few pages will seem bewildering at first. All will make sense in time. Use the pocket watch to determine the identity and fate of everyone aboard. Complete each chapter accurately and return the book by guaranteed post to the French Office of Affairs in Morocco. The bargain chapter will remain unknown to you. I possess the details within, but have elected to keep them private for now. Signed, Henry Evans. Okay, so we've got the journey, the ship, the crew, life at sea, a sketch, the glossary, the back cover, and then within are chapters. Loose cargo, a bitter cold, murder, the calling, unholy captives, soldiers of the sea, the doom, bargain, escape, and the end. Okay, so the journey, the Atlantic leg of the Far East route. All right, so that's the trip they were taking. Okay, the ship, we have the deck plans for the Obra Dinn. These are hard to see. If I picked a different monitor, would I be able to see these better, or is it intentionally obscured? Like, is this my eyesight that's the problem? Am I supposed to be able to read those words? Click on it. Thank you. I will say this. I think in my current mental state, we are going to need to expect that I am going to be like a little bit on the I'm not my full mental capacity right now. I can feel the anxiety leaving my body, which is really good, but it has not fully left. And as a result, I do not have full brain power. So bear with me as I don't do obvious things like click on a page. Okay, so we got the surgery is at the front part of the ship, it looks like. I don't know bow and stern, but so the front part of the ship seems to be where the surgery is located. The crew quarters seem to be in the mid-front sort of section. The starboard walk. Can I pull this up and down? Okay, yeah. Okay, cool. A notebook can compensate a bit for missing brain power. This is a good point. Shall I get out my handy-dandy notebook? You're a genius. You're a genius, babe. Thank you. Okay. Starboard is left. Port is right. I'm writing that. Actually, should I write that down? Is starboard left and port right? Okay. If I am, hang on. I realize now that I should go to the topmost picture that's like the outside part of the ship. Is this the main deck? So this is the top. Is this the front of the ship or the back of the ship? Wait a minute. Okay. Like, is my ship facing left or facing right? I feel like this is the front. Because it usually... I feel like they would be facing... Like, there would be open area to face where you're coming from. I mean, going to. Okay. This is where I found a dude. I climbed up this ladder, and I walked over here and found a dude. Is a bosunyent? Okay, bosun. By the way, did you know that word bosun is spelled Boatswain, but pronounced Bosun? Anyway, is this person here like a apprentice to this guy here? Like, is this from Initiate? What do we think? Second mate and fourth mate. Okay, first mate, second mate, third mate, fourth mate, steward, midshipman, bosunyant. And then the captain has this big room up here above. Well, these little stairs that go. Okay. And then if there were passengers, presumably they would have paid, and that's why they get fancy places to stay. Okay. Like fancy as in they're not at risk of waves washing into their thing. But then there's also passengers who paid less down here in this kind of less good place. And then this is where the crew is. This is where the surgery is. This is the purser's office. So this is where the money is stored. Port walk, starboard walk. Gunner's store is going to be... Is this like the equivalent of like an armory type situation? Carpenter's shop. And then down in the bottom is the cargo hold. But there's captain's cargo over here, passenger cargo over here, bosun's store. I can't remember what the bosun does. Is it bad that, like, basically I am, while I'm looking at this, to give myself a 3D... Okay. This actually opens a can of worms, because I'm about to say a thing that is patently untrue. I was about to say to give myself a 3D image in my head of what's happening, except here's the deal. Slight digression. Do you guys know what aphantasia is? It means that there's varying degrees of what it means when someone says, picture this, and then they picture this in their head. And so the perfect example that they use when they're trying to describe this is an apple. And they're like, are you picturing a 3D rendering of an apple that you can spin? Like it's living in a 3D space. It has light and shadows, blah, 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 blah. It's like an actual real live apple, but living inside of your mind's eye. Or is it just like kind of a cartoon kind of an apple? It doesn't have the lights and shadows, and maybe it's 3D, but maybe it's not 3D, and it like goes on and on and on and on and on, and it's like less and less detail, right? Like, okay, it's just like a black and white apple. Okay, no, it's just like the tracing of an apple, all the way to when you close your eyes and you say, and someone says, picture an apple, and all you see is the inside of your eyelid. I am the inside of your eyelid side. There's no picturing anything inside mine. So it's funny that I'm about to say to you that to build a 3D model of this ship in my head, except I'm not really seeing it, I don't even know how to describe it, because I have never, like, how do you describe not seeing something in your head to people? I don't know. But anyway, the ship I'm thinking of, yes, aphantasia, exactly. The ship I am thinking of is the one in the USS Constitution, the one that's crashed into a bank in Fallout 4. and then you help them, or you don't, depending, but if you do help them, Then they take off and then they crash into a skyscraper just a little further away. Anyway, that's the ship I'm thinking of when I'm thinking of, like, to orient myself as to where these things are. Because the other ship that I can, well, I mean, look, because I've never been on an old ship. I don't know. Anyway, I'm really in love with the immense amount of details here. I can refer back to this later as needed, but I love that we have like a full blueprint. But not a blueprint. It's not a blueprint. Blueprint is instructions on how to build one yourself. We absolutely could not build one ourselves from that. We have a full map. But now that means that if I click here, I can actually see the okay, is the dotted line the actual route? Yeah, it seems like it. So then they went a really long distance before their first stop for supplies and water and stuff, eh? That seems like it would take a long time to get all the way here to Madeira, and then that's where they stopped. So they would have had to resupply food and water, presumably rum or whatever, right? Like, because that would have been. I mean, I'm not an oldie timey boat person. And then the if they're coming home, then the last leg of their trip is much shorter. I can imagine them being sort of like. I can imagine that this part of the trip was less fun because you're like running low on everything at this point. I assume. I mean, they only have so much storage capacity, right? And like also there's a weight limit on a boat. Okay, the crew. Ooh. Robert Whitworth. There are too many W's all around that. Robert Whittrell is the captain. William Hoskett is the first mate. Edward Nichols, second mate. Martin Perot, third mate. John Davies, fourth mate. Alfred Klestel, bosun. Charles Minor, bosun's mate. Oh, Maeve, you know what? I missed an opportunity to invite you to say where on the scale of aphantasia to full-on 3D modeling in your head you fall. If you want to share, let me know. Henry Evans, surgeon. James Wallace, surgeon's mate. Winston Smith, carpenter. Oh, can I write notes in here? Oh, never mind. Sorry, I spoilered myself. I spoilered my own self. Okay, James Wallace, surgeon's mate. Winston Smith, carpenter. Marcus Gibbs, carpenter mate. Thomas Sefton, cook. Emil O'Farrell, I'm assuming, butcher. Christian Wolf, gunner. I can picture stuff well. Oh, lucky you. I mean, I will say this. I have a friend who one time, when she first found out what aphantasia was, literally said, "How do you even think if you can't picture things in your head?" I'm no fancy artist, but I can rotate stuff in my inner eye, etc. Well, that's cool. So here's the thing. Since we're on this topic anyway, and I have to... Do you have an inner monologue? Okay, so good question. I think no. I think when I am parsing things out verbally, I am talking to myself inside of my head. If you like, does that make sense? Like, it's not a thought process that's happening independent of my language centers. Like, I'm using the same thing that I would use if I was like whispering to myself or talking quietly to myself, except I'm not actually doing the whispering part, but it's me doing it. If that, like, from what I can understand from people who have an inner monologue, it's like they kind of describe it like it's a narrator in their head. I don't have that. Like, if there's going to be any kind of verbal thoughts happening. I am actively composing what is being said, using the same part of my brain that I would have been using if I was like walking down the street narrating what I'm doing out loud. Does that make sense? It's hard to describe, right? Because like obviously we don't have a good words for this. But yeah. So because I don't have like that inner monologue kind of thing, I do talk to myself a lot. Which makes streaming a little bit easier because I just have to do all the things I was normally doing kind of quietly so that nobody would think I was a lunatic out loud. I was literally looking at oldest Wyatt's name and thinking, I wonder if they tell us where people are from. And then look at that. 2 columns over, he's from Poland. So I totally could have looked it up. Duncan McKay. Finland Dalton. Edward Pratt. I am so glad that look, after the tenseness that I experienced while trying and failing to play Luto, I am so glad that Jay, don't feed the cats because I fed the cat. Okay, cool. Yeah, I know. Franklin's been acting like I didn't ever since he ate. Okay, I am still ratcheted up probably to like an 8 on the anxiety level. Can I tell you another unrelated story about hey, listen. Oh, I might as well. Let me vamp for 3 minutes and tell you this story. One year, Jason wanted to go to. So Jason likes riding roller coasters. I like riding roller coasters. But like that was when we were in our teens and 20s, and then when we were in our 30s. We were like, let's go ride roller coasters again. They're so fun and I love them because we have a vivid memory of loving roller coasters. Great. So we went to an event at Canada's Wonderland that was being held in October, which is like when they have costumed people roaming around. The park is open after dark. It's like, it's a whole vibe of very Halloween-y kind of a thing. And that's when I discovered that I no longer like, I don't know if I ever liked haunted house attractions ever. Like I can't remember if I enjoyed them or not. Like I know like when I was a kid, like, when they do those like a fair kind of a midway type situation inside of a mall parking lot, and there's like, they have like the spinning rides and they have like a bunch of rides, but they also have like a trailer that's like kitted out to be like a haunted house. And as you walk through it, you step on pressure plates and lights come on, and like you'll see a mannequin dressed up like Dracula or something, right? So I do recall when I was like in my early teens, I remember that I would go through that thing, paying attention to the floor and not stepping on the pressure plate. Like avoiding the pressure plates. So I feel like maybe I never liked haunted house attractions, but I didn't really clock it that I didn't like haunted house attractions till we did this thing. So we went to Wonderland, we walked in the park, the people in costumes kept being near us because their job is to engage with the visitors and create a scary atmosphere, and it stressed me out so much that like it took us forever to walk from a place to a place because I had to like hide in well-lit areas where I knew there wasn't going to be a character actor coming out and engaging with us. Like it was just that bad. I was literally at one point telling Jason how stressed out I was, and I turned my head and there was an actor with their face right here beside me. I was like, if you You're that close to me. You can hear me telling my husband that this is freaking me out. And you still didn't take a step back. Like, I'm sorry. I get you're paid to scare people. But you have to at least have enough emotional intelligence to understand when someone is scared. Like, in a fun way. And, like, riddled with terrified anxiety. Yeah, well, exactly. Yeah. We ended up at one point that we were inside of we went inside of the gift shop because it was well lit and there were no actors in there. And it took me like 10 minutes to calm down enough to even think about leaving. And that was when we were leaving the park. I was so scared of being scared by somebody, like of having someone jump and go bah at me, that I was like too scared to leave, to walk from the gift shop out the exit and into the parking lot. Like I needed 10 minutes to work myself up to it. It was just so terrible. Anyway, which is why, like, why am I trying to play a game like Luto? Why am I trying to play a game like Visage? Why am I even trying to play these games? I already know that I cannot handle the anxiety that comes with knowing you're going to be jump scared at any minute. Like, it's just, I'm such a good storyteller that I freaked myself out. What a horrifyingly embarrassing. I'm a grown-ass adult. Okay, hang on, I need a tissue because unrelated to this, my eyes are watering. I know that this is my body physically reacting to remembering the stress. Like, I'm not actually upset. You know, I get it. Anyway, so that happened. And now we know that I am way too afraid of character actors. We ended up going on like 3 roller coaster rides, and I couldn't do it. Like I went on them, but then the adrenaline from the ride added to the anxiety and adrenaline from being already like on edge made me, they were not, the rides were not fun. It was like when someone, like, I've never had a panic attack, but I know how to induce the feelings of a panic attack because, like, I honestly did. There was a part of me that was like, I'm going to die on this ride. I'll die on this ride. And when the ride stops, I'll be dead, and Jason will just have to go home without me because I'll be dead. Anyway. So, why did I install Luto on my computer? Anyway, the thing is, though, I love horror movies. I love horror books. I love thriller movies. I love thriller books. I love games that are scary but don't have super realistic graphics. Like, you know, like I can play tons of games that are scary, but like if the graphics are too realistic, that's when it gets, like, my anxiety grows too much. And like I said, I don't like games that have a lot of anticipation, right? Like a game where you're like, hey, I have to fight monsters. Oh, there's a monster. That's okay. A game where you're like just walking through a house waiting for something to turn into not benign. I can't do it. Okay. Thank you so much for listening to my TED Talk. Here's the list of people who worked on this ship. There's a lot of them, by the way. I have to figure out what happened to... Good thing this game will be boring. Yeah, I think so. 60 people. There are 60 people who have to figure out what happened to them. Wow. This is like Rise of the Golden Idol on steroids. 60 people? Okay, so obviously that's why you have a book to keep track of things, because yeah, that's a lot of things to keep track of. So here's some sketches of life at sea. Underway, and then these are all the different people, and we can say who we think they are later, right? I assume that I am meant to a little bit typecast people in terms of, like, this guy looks like he might come from region, and his name might be you know, like I think I am meant to a little bit interpret people's ethnicity from their. I feel like that's like, you know, normally I'd say that's a no-no. We don't look at people and try to guess where they're from, but I feel like that's part of the mechanics of the game. So I do like that they did say these are foremost in royalty, so I don't have to try to guess someone's. Like I said, we don't have to get, like, you know what I mean. You're just an insurance investigator. Maimlard, the way you say that, it feels like perhaps there will be some jump scares, but thank goodness that this is a very AutoCAD type of a scenario, and you know, so that does give me some amount of, I feel like I can handle it. I mean, I was able to handle the ghosts in you know, the one we just played. It had ghosts in it, and I wasn't scared of those ghosts. They were fine. Why did we do this? Why did we do this? Why did we do this? I don't like that we did that. She ain't afraid of no ghosts. Okay, let's not get hasty. We're not here to call down, like, we don't want anybody to test the theory or, you know, I'm not challenging any ghosts to try to scare me. Ghosts, stay where you are. Okay, so these I will be filling out as I figure out answers. Okay. Is there more to look at? Should I flip through the book? Okay. I'm going to stop flipping through the book. How do I get out of the book? Escape. Oh! Never mind. Hey, I like this game. This game tells me when I made a mistake. Okay, so skim through the whole book. Okay, so there's on the cargo deck. Okay, got it. On the orlop deck. Okay. Outside the first mate's window. Okay. Please don't scare me, game. On the cargo deck again. Okay. In the port walk. On the cargo deck. On the bow. Jay, is the bow the front or the back? It's the front, everyone. Hey, Jay, you know this word here? Boatswain, and it's pronounced bosun. How come you never told me that? Be an idiot walking around saying boatswain. I have said boatswain at least once. Yeah, well, you let me embarrass myself online. On the deck. Oh, on the gun deck, sorry. Inside the captain's quarters. This chapter will remain unknown until you leave the ship and return the book to me. So this is like a new game plus kind of situation. Oh, in the lazarette. That's a cool word. I'm not going to say I like the word until I know what it means because I don't want to embarrass myself. In the midshipman cabin. The end. Outside the captain's quarters. There's still more. It said the end. Inside the captain's quarters. Inside the captain's quarters. Inside the captain's quarters. Oh, glossary. Cool. I can click on individual things and it'll tell me what it is. So remember I said I wanted to know what a bosun does? Foreman in charge of general crew operations and the equipment required to sail the ship. Okay, so that bosun storage thing is like ropes and tar and sails and, you know, and like things to repair the sails and whatever else, right? Okay. escape. A midshipman is an officer in training, assists various officers and tradesmen in order to learn ship operations, usually of privileged status. Okay. Topman, higher rated seaman, specializing in work above the deck, in the sails and rigging. Ooh! Seaman, a low-level crew member responsible for general manual labor on and below deck. Or lop deck, I want to know what that is. Mid-deck, above the lowest deck, containing storage, cabins, animal pens, and the ship's steering tiller. Okay, we can look up the rest, like, other things as they come up. But those were the ones I was most curious about. What is this? What's this? What's this? Okay, it's something in it. Open and close the book with tab. Q to jump to the table of contents. Okay. Oh, the clock. The clock. That's right. I have a stopwatch. Memento mortem. Remember death. Okay, so there's my stopwatch. So this book and stopwatch were too heavy for you to bring up onto the ship for me? Sir. Is that everything I need? Is it time to climb back up? Okay. Something was... Is there a body in there? What's in there? No. Okay. Okay, so this is the front of the boat here. That means this over here is the starboard, and this over here is the port, right? And then back here is the stern. Okay, so the boat was... This is the front. And this is the back. And this is port. Okay, got it. Okay, so the mysterious part about this is that the ship returned at all. Okay. I clicked the button.
Captain! Open the door! Kick it in. Ah! Lest we break it down and take more than those shells!
You bastards may take exactly what I give you!
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for letting me know. Okay. Well, we know this is the captain then in front of us, right? He shot at those guys. Okay, this guy's not doing so well. Is this the bullet here? Did he shoot? Is that? Okay. But I don't know who that was yet. anxiety. Outside the captain's quarters. Location of work. Who is this? How did they die? All right. All right. Cool. So he's not the captain, but he was demanding the shells. Am I able to reuse the thing to see like, can I see a thing again if I need to? I guess I could check by seeing if I can. Or is that like, how do I, you can see stuff again later. Okay, cool. So there's, this person's here as well. The captain is here, but it says that there's 3 other, oh, okay, I can leave the memory. Okay, gotcha. Who's the 3rd person who was here? Or, okay, there they are. Okay. So I can revisit this memory again later, should I need to? That's cool. I should look around, though, and see what's what. Okay, so here's a bed. When I was a teenager, I had a captain's bed, and it had 2 drawers under it. And then later, my dad used that bed as the basis for making a... Like, after I got a different bed, he didn't take my bed away. I had a different bed. And when I had that different bed, then that captain's bed was taken and it was used to make like a pirate ship, like playhouse outside, like a play structure. It was like, he used it to be the ship part of the play. Anyway, pretty cool. I assume that closed doors are closed doors. Well, I guess I shouldn't assume that. Okay, now I assume it now that I tried. Okay, so I can look around here and kind of figure out that this person here who was demanding... Okay, so this is the captain. I should really study his face so that if I see him again later, I recognize him. But we don't know who any of these people are because he didn't say their names. Okay, Q. Life. Do I see the captain in any of this? How would I know? Not yet. I don't think I would recognize anybody yet. Yeah, I don't think I can recognize anybody yet. Okay. So we don't... This is just... I mean, this obviously is to get me acquainted with the methodology through which we will... Or the mechanics of the game. This is so cool. Oh, I love that he's like... I love that they're solid people. Like, you can't just run through them. If I want to see his face, I've got to come from this direction. I can't just walk through him. This is so neat! Okay. Okay, and then if I want to leave the memory, I can go through this portal, right? Okay. Alright. Can I... So now that... Here's the captain, then, I presume. Oh, wait. No, wait. He wasn't wearing a hat. Oh, there was a guy with a knife who was climbing up. Did he come through the roof? He could have jumped. He could have come through. Can you come through here? I don't even know. All right, let's see this guy. He could have climbed... No. Could he climb up the stairs and then jump down here and then come through here? Maybe. Maybe. Okay. Let's look at this guy's situation.
Where are they? Must be in here someplace.
They're at The bottom of the sea.
That's a lie.
I just now realized that voice, like that recognizing their voices is also going to play a part in this. Or at least, like, you know, partially recognize their voice. Okay, so he has used a knife to dispatch this guy. So the gun has been disposed of because I guess it's like a one and done, right? You shoot the bullet and then that's it. Okay, so that's that. So he's that guy there who was on the ground. Where's this now? Okay. If I click this, will it play the... Oh my gosh, this is amazing! This is so cool! Why didn't anybody tell me to play this game sooner? She said, ignoring all the people who had told her that this was a really good game she should try. Okay, and then we can come around and see... Okay, so this is the guy who was shot. Yeah, because my question is, could you have scrambled over this? Uh-oh. Or climbed through this. Is this climb throughable? Did we have, like, lions or tigers or something as part of the stuff we were carrying? I don't know why I said that. Like, that cage is so small. You couldn't put a lion or a tiger in this cage. What am I, crazy? That's so small. I don't know why I said that. Okay. Jay, are you seeing how cool this game is?
I am.
That's the guy that I was saying! Jumped! That's what I said! I knew it! I knew he did that! Okay, so he climbed up to the top and then he swung his way down here so that he can sneak in here, but then I don't think that's gonna go well for him. I think that this captain is motivated to not okay. Oh, neat. Wait, they're telling me which guy he is. Oh. Okay. All right. We zoom in on this guy's face. All right, he's this guy with the hat. Okay. I mean, we can't even see this guy's face yet, can we? Oh, there we can. He is... Oh my gosh, that's so creepy and weird. Hang on. He's back here. Okay. So neat. Man, this stopwatch is so cool. Okay. And I've previously thought that I wouldn't be able to identify this guy, but... Okay, so he's standing... Is he standing just behind the captain? Yes, so he is one of the first through fourth mates. Right? Oh, he could also be the bosun, I forgot. Okay, wait. But he's someone important anyway. Which I kind of knew. If he's leading the mutiny. I mean, again, from the perspective of the captain, this, you know, I don't know if it's a mutiny because I guess it... Is it always a mutiny when you go against your captain, even if your captain's wrong? I don't know. I think this might be the guy who climbed over the rigging and like climbed down. Okay. It was a nice touch that the audio was mostly this guy. And also he was grabbing... Okay, so this guy came in with that spear or whatever staff type weapon this was. This guy came in with it. He stole it. And then as this guy was jumping down and sneaking in, he didn't sneak in so well because he was already ready to hit him in the head with it. I guess he would have heard him, right, landing? Did we hear him? Oh, man. I can't remember if we heard a noise when he landed. I mean, we must have. I was a little distracted by the gurgling. Okay, still inside the captain's quarters. Okay. Okay. Okay, so by zooming in, I was able to fill in more details? Or was I always able to see these details of where they were? I don't know. I can't. Anyway, I'm seeing now that... No, they're showing me who they are. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Okay. The captain is the one other person present here. The captain and this guy are the two people present here. And this guy, and the captain are the three people present for this guy. Okay. Okay. Let me go through the portal again. Do I have to... Oh. It wants me to open my book. Open the book while the pocket watch is open to flip directly to the relevant page. Thank you. Okay. Oh, each time I unlock a memory, it unlocks a door that allows me to go. Okay. Okay. Because I was like, how will I get more information? But now I see. Okay, so I can... Oh, boy. Yikes on a bike. Okay, hang on a second. Passenger cabins. Okay, so the captain's quarters is in here. Are these feet me? Oh, they are. That's so cool. Okay. So this here is a passenger. In their bed. Woman! Oh. Okay. That sucks. Holy cow! What the? Yes. Release the Kraken. Okay. Oh Lord, there's a lot going on here. Oh, I just ratcheted up the story by not clicking on the guy on the floor first. This looks like it's half of a man. That's half of a man. That was half of a man. Okay. The Doom. Okay. Yep, that's a bad scene. The corpse was moved post-mortem. Okay. This one I might have an easier time identifying. This unknown soul. Okay. Cool. No. What? No. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to press Q. The crew. Okay. Hang on a second here. We should be able to find this. Okay. No to any of these. Okay. Hang on. I'm just realizing now that I might not be able to find her right now because I am also realizing that a person could get on a ship, not married, and then be married by the captain while they're at sea. And the name that they would have came on the ship with might not be the name that I was like, I'll just find the wife and husband and then I'll be able to identify her. But then I'm like, no, wait, it's not that simple. It's not that simple because she might not have been married to her husband when she boarded. She might have got married to him while en route. Oh, game. Okay. Abigail Woodrill. She's Scottish. Okay. And her husband's name was Martin, right? Okay, so there's Martin Perot. Yeah, I don't think Martin Perot was married when they left. I think they got married during the journey. Is that possible? Because it would have been too easy, right? Unless she's shouting for Martin. Okay, hang on. Let's see. Hosket Wittrell. Oh, it sounds like she's his sister. So the first mate's sister married the captain? Or, I don't know. Okay. Is there more than one Martin? Do we know anyone's middle names? Does anybody go by their middle name? No. Okay, and then... I mean, I'm not an accent expert, but she certainly didn't sound English to me. She didn't sound Austrian. She didn't sound French. Okay, okay. We've got, this is a lady's name. I think she's married to the captain. This is a lady's name, but she's from England. This is a lady's name. She's from England, but I don't think the person was from England. I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not an expert on accents. Okay, so even though I was like positive we'd be able to identify her, easy peasy lemon squeezy, I was wrong. Can't identify anybody because this game is too hard. It's not too hard, but it is what it is. Okay, go back here. Okay. This guy, right? Yeah, okay. This is crazy. What did I do wrong? What did I do? Oh my gosh, I'm scared. There's the half of a guy. Okay. I can watch it again though. Okay. Okay, because I wanted to see this half of a guy's story. So I changed. Oh, okay. I changed things. I've changed the timing of things. All right, it grabbed him. How did this guy's gun go flying? Oh my. It just is so jarring every time I see it. they were cut in half by... I mean... I think that's... Okay, this is my tentative response to this guy. This unknown soul was torn apart by a terrible beast, is what I think has happened here. Okay. Is this the captain again? No. Or maybe. Wait a minute, were we trying to lure this thing? Like, why do we have animals in pens on the deck when they're supposed to go? I thought we read a thing that said, like, the orlop deck is where animals go. Didn't we read that? Mid-deck, above the lowest deck, containing storage, cabins, animal pens, and the ship's steering tiller. Why were those animals up on the top deck? I don't know, this feels like Jurassic Park. When they were like, these dinosaurs are boring. Let's lure them with live bait. Also, that is a small baby pig. That's not a full-grown adult pig. What's your story, little piggy? Oh, dang it. Okay, is there a portal for me to leave this memory? Do I just walk out? No. Have I accidentally gone too deep? It's like Inception. I'm in a dream, and now I can't get out? Okay. Ooh, who's this? Oh, it looks like we did manage to cut off one of its limbs. But at what cost? Okay. So kind of like I used the stopwatch to see what happened before this. Where the heck did he go? Where'd he go? Where is he? I was like, show me what happened before this guy was half of a man on the ground. And so they brought me here to see this. But I don't... how do we leave an area? Okay. I pressed spacebar. I don't know if that did what I wanted it to do. I'm trying to get back out of these memories, but I don't know how. Nope, that's not it. Am I obligated to like look at this guy closer or what? I don't want to. Like, what if I was like, no, I don't need to see what happened to this guy before this. I want to go back. Okay, there's the half a guy. Okay. Why won't you let me walk around? I don't know why you won't. Okay. Okay, but I didn't want... I don't know why you're showing me that. Like, no offense or anything about that guy, but... Okay, let's look at this guy.
Abigail, your brother, my friend, I shot him dead. I'll be with you soon, my love.
Okay, so wait, that was Abigail? Why was she shouting for Martin?
Please forgive me.
And then she was like, I want to be with my husband.
For everything.
Okay, I don't need to look at this too much. I just want to go here, because now I have a bit of an answer. Where is it? Here? Okay. Okay. On the main deck. Okay, here it is. So outside the captain's quarters, this is okay, sorry, I just realized now that I was skipping through all of the instructions that I should have been reading. So my ADHD overcame me. So let's I'll do it again. Jeez. Oh my gosh. Okay. I think the essence of it. The essence of it was, hey, there's a lot of people here. You're gonna have to kind of guess who people are, but eventually your guesses will get clearer and clearer until you're no longer guessing, but are actually like pretty sure about it. So don't worry if you have to put a name and come back later and change it. I think that's what they were saying. Basically, through discovering the story, you'll discover more and more. For example, this is the brother of Abigail, and he was shot with a gun by his brother-in-law. And it may or may not be correct. Fates are validated in sets of 3. Okay, so we need... Oh, gosh, guys! Looks like the root trees are dead. You need to have 3 rights. And then it'll say, yes, you're right. But you have to have all three of them right before it'll let you know that it was right. Which is okay. That's pretty cool. Guys, I wish I could play The Root Trees Are Dead again as if I had never played it before. But guess what? In in not very much time, I will have forgotten who everyone is, and we will be able to do that. Okay, inside the captain's quarters, I'm not saying I don't know who this is. This was I am realizing all of my favorite games exist because Obra Dinn existed. So here we are playing the OG. Thank you, Obra Dinn. You've really made me happy. Okay. Oh, dang it. I pressed the wrong button. I meant to press D, but I hit E instead. Okay. So hang on a second here. Oh, wait, did I not? Hang on. Okay, stop pressing random buttons there. I need to do this. Okay, now you will let me go to the book, will you? If I'm like this and I hit tab? Okay. Does that page now exist in the book yet? I thought it would exist as soon as I saw the memory. Oh, I need for the thing to zoom out on me, right? Yeah, okay. I need the tunnel vision to happen to get that story. Okay. Now we can say Colonel Mustard in the conservatory with the rope. Okay. Oh, cool. So I needed... Okay, so I would have got it wrong if I tried to say was shot with a gun by him. Okay. Yes. Memories where this person appears can be navigated from here. Ooh. Bookmark all memories where they appear for quicker navigation. Okay, cool. Cool. Use the buttons at the top of the page to edit bookmarks and navigate between them. Okay, cool. Captain Robert Whittrell shot himself. Okay, so I can now... Abigail, your brother, my friend, I shot him dead. I'll be with you soon, my love. Please forgive me for everything. Okay, so Abigail is the one who got accidented by the by this guy. Okay, hang on. Is she in here? Okay. I think this is Abigail. Okay. Stop randomly scrolling up and down and look at the names that are on the page. Here we go. Okay. Would that count as being clubbed, crushed? Hang on, let's see. Okay, she was crushed by falling rigging, you guys. William Huskett, first mate. Captain Robert Woodrow shot himself. What does that mean? Oh, I have to find what? That's 1, 2, 3 of the fates that have been discovered so far? Okay. 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 Right, and then I need to use her... Okay, So now that I have unlocked the story of these four gentlemen here, then I would have used her to unlock a new set of events. And I'm assuming we go... This is me indicating going backwards in time. That's the universal signs for going backwards in time. In chunks of events. Okay. Okay. Cool. I need to eat something. I'm going to take a break, and I will be back soon. Did that lady always have a fully defined face? All right. Eating some food really helped with my with grounding me, so that's good. Yay. Okay. Although this eye is still watering. Now I'm wondering if that's all allergies. Did I put hand cream on today and then rub my face? I mean, I literally just rubbed my face, so. The question was more, did I put hand cream on today? Sure hope not. Okay. So I need to do her memory in order to be able to unlock the next set of memories, right? But I don't have the watch in my hand. Do I have to leave? Pardon me. I'm burping. It's super attractive. You guys like that, right? Okay. What did those X's mean? Oh, that's how many... Okay, right. That's how many I can find in that chapter. I found 3 of them, but there's the 4th one that I didn't... No. I've done 2 from this chapter and her from the other chapter, but there's 2 from this chapter that I still haven't completed. So I don't know their names, but I can at least say who and when, and like who and how. Hang on. Yeah, okay. This one is would you call that a stabbing? The game doesn't. Okay. He wasn't full on. Oh, knife. Okay. Okay. And then this guy is like clubbed, right? I'm gonna go ahead and say, like, anytime blunt object bashed over your head, club it, whether the thing was a club or not a club. Right? Right. Okay, and then we can... Okay, I think that's as much as I can do for now. Weird that the boat is not in 3D when you are on it in real life. So I have added the faint memory of this person by accessing that memory, right? Okay. I would like to go back to her then. And yeah, I'm gonna start with her again. Okay, yeah, you're right. She did not have a face before because I was in a memory. Okay. Okay. I should have blown my nose while I was away. While I was AFK. Alright, if I start sniffling too much, let me know. Because I don't want to be, like, irritating everybody by sniffling all the time. Alright. Okay. So we're going to watch this over again. Oh, she's asking Martin where is the captain. And then the thing fell and tragically. So I'm going to assume this has to be Martin then, right? Like he was shouting, like they were standing side by each and he was shouting to her. And then the thing fell between them, knocking him out of the way, but crushing her. And that's another lady. Okay. And then I got the scoop on this guy. Are we against some kind of a rock over there? Is that what is that? Jump. Nope. Oh, is that like a wave of water crashing over the edge? And these are like puddles of water. Well, these guys are trying hard too. They've like... Okay, let's... I'm gonna do Martin. Are you Martin? This guy here. Martin, where's the captain? Third mate, do we think? Okay. Okay, so I cannot find a story for him yet because he's not... We can only find a story for someone who has... Okay, you can only go use the thing if the person you're aimed at is dead. In the scene that we're looking at. So I can only see her story because this is the story of her, of how she died, but the only way I could click on it was on her body. Okay. So the way to get deeper back in the memory is that I have to go through this guy. And then I have to find whomever... Okay, got it. Okay. All right, so there he is, and then I have to find whomever is the most recent, like a person who is deceased in this scene is how I will get to the next. Right, so it's got to be that guy. Okay, got it. Wait, is this guy deceased? No, he's hanging on for dear life. Okay. One of these guys is throwing the other guy the gun. I thought that they had tripped and dropped, like, or I don't know what I thought. Okay, someone has managed to detach this thing, tentacle. Okay. Again, I am suspicious about the goat, the animals that are on the deck. Like, why are they? Were we trying to... Did we think we were smart? Okay. Then I can use this person here to access the next... Can I? No. Wait. Okay, maybe I need to look at... Let's look at everybody. Why have I not been looking at everybody in each memory? Let me go back one level and look at everybody. Wait, does this bring me completely out or just back one level? Okay. Completely out, but that's okay because now we can do it again. Okay. Yes. So now I want to... Okay, so I can just click to skip the whole story. Alright, look at his face. And they'll tell me a little bit who he is. Then I can look at her face. Get a little bit of who she is. Oh, there's a young lady back there. Okay. This guy, I think we already had found him. Okay. Did we do him already? Let's do him again. Okay. We can do this guy. And then this guy. Alright. How about you? Because I'm realizing that even if I can't really tell what their ultimate fate is, I can at least place them in that memory, right? So if I need to skip back and forth to see who they are or what else we know about them, we can do that. Okay. So now let's go into his memory. And then again, we're going to just grab everybody and place them. Is this the guy who was shouting at her? Wait, hang on. Let me place myself in terms of the... Yes! Sorry. I was reading a text-only version instead of actually seeing the emote. I'm like, squid, squid, squid? Yeah. But yes. Oh, this is the guy! This is the guy! This is the guy who was like, what are you doing out here? Are you crazy? Okay, so, which direction is which? Okay, so she came running out from here. Okay. And he's like, what are you doing out here, lady? You're nuts. Go back inside. And she's like, nah. Where's my husband? And he's like, below decks. And she's like, whatever she was saying, but by then it was too late because the thing had already knocked over the thing on her. Okay, so is there someone else here I can... I'm sure that he is no longer with us. Can we not? No, we can't. I don't think we can. Did I already look at this guy? Did I look at this guy? I feel like I'm supposed to be able to... I feel like I'm missing something. Or that it's unclear to me what's next. See, now I think that the part of my problem here is that I was like, remember I skipped through a bunch of instructions because I was I was like, skip, wait, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay. Do we like this view or... I think we'd like this one. Okay. Is there another person that I've missed? I think you can replay the instructions. Okay, let's go to the book. Okay. There's a question mark when you click on someone's portrait, I think. Oh, thank you. Yes. Okay. This person's face is no longer blurred, which means they can now be identified. Revisit memories on the ship using the pocket watch to study relationships, appearances, and activities. Use the book maps, crew manifest, and artist sketches, pages 2 through 4, along with the individual conversation logs to find clues about names, relationships, appearances, and roles. Okay. There were 60 people on the ship when it left England. Determining everyone's identity and fate will not be easy. Decisive information is rare. You will have to make assumptions using partial information. Some identities may only be revealed through a process of elimination. Good luck. Okay, perfect. That's perfect. Okay, so that wasn't really telling me how to navigate, but that's okay. Using the book generally. Review conversations on each page and note any names that are mentioned. Okay, yep, on the main deck. Okay. Location of the corpse. Refer to the ship map and pay attention to the labels of rooms where people or objects are found. Oh, objects. Okay. Deduce origins, roles, and relationships from depictions in the artist's sketch. Sorry. Okay. Use the manifest to see all crew and passenger information in one place. Origins can give clues to a person's appearance or accent. Okay, so we are a little bit going to be why didn't I read that? Each person's manifest number is unique and may be useful in identifying them. We're a little bit going to say, hey, you sound Scottish or you look Chinese. I don't love that, but hey. Okay, hang on. Can I just, hopefully I can skip. Skip. I'm just skipping to the one I didn't read out loud because I want to read it out loud so that I can cement it in my mind. Okay. Use the manifest to see all crew and passenger information in one place. Origins can give clues to a person's appearance or accent. Roles can give clues about where people are found on the ship and their relationships with others. And the manifest number is a unique identifying number. Okay, cool. Cool. All right. Is there anything about navigating the actual watch that I can access? Because I'm like, okay, why am I stuck here? And I don't mean like, game, why are you stuck here? I mean, what piece of knowledge am I missing that is causing me to be stuck here? Like, is there supposed to be one more person that I can click on so I can delve deeper into this memory? Because we are at 7 of 8, so that means that there's a 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Is this guy not dead? Right, I'm supposed to find a dead body and then I can use the watch on it. Are you dead? No, you're hanging on to that thing. Why isn't the watch... Okay. You already found out the body here. When? Oh, is that what the door's for? Oh, so that was this guy. I did highlight him. I'm gonna go through the door to listen to his story. Okay. Oops. No, see, that let me leave. I don't want to leave. Oh, never mind. Maybe I do. I'm an idiot. Never mind. Maybe he's here and I can just access him from here. So does that mean I can access this guy from here too? Cool. Okay. Okay, got it. I'm understanding now, I think. Alright. What's a main bit? Jason's not even here to answer both questions anymore. Alright, this is before he got grabbed. What is this being knocked over? Okay. Okay, it seems like this guy was blowed up. I don't know who it is yet, but I think that they were exploded. But like, cause we were trying to explode this thing. Okay. Alright, you're running up the stairs with a bunch of guns. So you are the one who threw the gun to the other guy in the last scene. Okay, this is the tattooed guy. Alrighty. Okay, so the piece of this that's on the ground is because it got exploded off. What were you guys doing with the rope? What was the goal of that? Okay. Okay, whatever I was meant to see, I've seen. Because this door is now open. Okay. Okay. Whoops, I'm caught. I'm caught! Okay, I'm better. Okay, so now I can go through this door. Okay. Okay. Because that unlocked this door, like, or it unlocked my ability to come down here, right? Okay. Hello, sir. What happened to you?
Sir, loose cannon!
Uh-oh.
She's nearly over! Watch your flank!
And that's why you don't want to be the loose cannon. I mean, look at how destructive a loose cannon can be. Okay. Hi, young man. Okay. Let me... That's not you. How come... What? Is that Martin again? Oh, hang on a second here. It seems like a lot is going down. Gone down here. Okay. On the gun deck. This guy was crushed by a cannon. And I would like to identify the other people who are in this area, if there's anyone else. But I think that there's not. Okay, so we need to... Oh, wait. Here we go. So were you guys trying to cannon the thing? Okay. Sorry about that. Am I back? Yes, I'm back. Okay. I had to sneeze. I lost the guy. Wait, did I see this guy yet? No. Or maybe I didn't, I just... Okay. I feel like I'm supposed to do this. Was I? Uh-oh. What did I do? Okay. I'm supposed to be following the white trail, right? But I'm stuck. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Oh, never mind. I was stuck because I hadn't pressed the button yet to let the trail form. Ooh, oh no. Okay, now I use my watch on this guy. Okay, got it. Holy smoke, what am I seeing here? Okay. Here's a cannon that has not been... Okay, and then here's a cannon that... knocked over? Maybe I can around this way, I can see better. Okay. Who's this guy? Okay. Okay, so you were hacking a cannon during the attack. Okay, so two gentlemen here died together. Where are they? This guy, one of them. What am I seeing here? Oh, there's a guy under there. There he is.
My hands. Aim level. Ready.
Okay, so it's grabbed him and the cannon all in one shot. And is the cannon now aimed inward? Ready to blow these two guys up. Okay, okay. Okay. I think I'm seeing what's happening. Where was that guy? Hang on a second. Where was that guy? Oh, is that him? Okay. Okay, let me go back to the book. I don't know who this is, but they were crushed. Okay. And these two guys were shot with a cannon. So if I go forwards, I don't know who they are, but they were both shot with a cannon. Not on purpose, of course. I mean, were they... Can we say the beast did it? Like, it's not like someone on purpose did it to them. Right? Like it might be them own selves. Like, because what happened is that, like, they were doing whatever they were doing, and then the beast reached in and grabbed the cannon. And it, you know, and then it sort of aimed at them. They weren't on purpose. I mean, technically, this guy's the guy I think who might have lit the cannon. But it's not like he was trying to shoot them. Right? Like, he wasn't trying to shoot them. Okay, so is he... Is he who we need to focus on next? Do we have a door? Oh, yeah, here's the door. Okay. So there's quite a bit of kerfuffles that happen down here. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to rewatch a lot of this stuff once I know who people are. Once I start to get to know who people are. Based on people saying names and stuff. Okay. What's interesting is this is all ripped open, but the thing reached in and grabbed a cannon over here, but the ship isn't ripped open where, like, I guess it just reached through the window? So are there two people here? There's a dude there. I guess I can go deeper into here. Anyone in here? Remind ourselves of this. So this guy was crushed by the loose cannon. Alright. This guy was crushed by the thing. Right? Oops.
My
Yeah, this guy was impressed by the thing. Okay, so let me see. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, those two guys. 3, this guy. 2, okay. I need to go through here. Is there someone else that I have not? Okay, go up there. Perhaps someone died on deck after all of this, or before all of this. Is that possible? That maybe there's more on deck. No, I guess not, right? Because I need to see them. Oh, hang on. Is there anything else unlocked, maybe? Let me go back out. Okay. This guy. That guy. These guys were after this guy. So maybe I have to go back to this guy's story to find whomever precedes him. Chapter 3. Yeah, Chapter 7, Part 3. We want to find Part 2. So who is Part 2? Is there someone here already? Okay, no, because we can't go up. Hit me with my lurk. Didn't realize I hadn't yet. Thank you, Fresh. Enjoy the lurk. Where? Oh, wait. No, wait. I haven't seen this guy yet. Or had I? But he's not. I mean, if we're looking for someone who's already deceased, he's not. Okay, so where does part 2 can happen? I was gonna say continue, but I mean, does it even, is it continuing so much as, or starting? But okay, so maybe I go through here because this is a new unlocked door, and then through this unlocked door is where I'm gonna find the next person. Over here? Like that I unlocked this area for myself? But there's no person here. Oh, what's this? Okay, no, that's just a toilet. Is that a toilet? Why is it so open? Oh, because there's a curtain here that's not closed. Okay. I was like, why would the toilet just be out in the middle of their living space? That's odd. But never mind. I just was not seeing that there's a curtain right here that can be pulled all the way across there. And so, in fact, I'm the idiot here. Okay. But, like, I'm not seeing... anything like, oh, look, here's the person who you missed. This isn't open. Okay, let me look around again. Those are the because these are part 4, so they're not going to show me part 2, right? Part 3 didn't show me part 2. That's stressing me out. Again, I thought to myself, perhaps it happened up here, but then I wouldn't, I don't know. Yeah, like these, okay, the doors are locked. So, do I have access to any new areas? No. Okay. Alright, so clearly I am missing something really important. Oh, look at that. Okay. Okay, so he was over here using the toilet. Well, there's not even a toilet here, dude. I mean, isn't this just a grate down to the deck below? Quite disrespectful. Anyway. Okay. He's the artist? Okay. Nope. Why? Okay. Wait a minute. How come he didn't get a story? What am I supposed to press to make a story happen? I have already forgotten. Oh, there. Right. I'm supposed to wait. That's right. I forgot. Beautiful audio. Listen. Listen. Everybody poops. Everybody poops. Not everybody gets crushed by a monster while they're pooping, but everybody poops. Okay, what is the artist's name? Edward Spratt was crushed by the beast. Okay, there we go. Yeah, like seriously, this is not... Okay. Yeah. Whoops. Okay. Am I? Okay. Do I have access to stairs right now? I do. Okay. I'm here. All right, cool. Okay, here we go.
Over my dead body, you bloody Dane.
Huh? How's that?
There's no cause for trouble, boys. Get in the boat.
Thought I'd forget. You killed my brother.
What? That was an accident. The ropes.
It wasn't his fault. I saw the whole thing.
Nice. I shouldn't have waited so long.
No, don't!
Okay, so it looks like these guys were going to sneak away. Possibly. He's got books, so I'm wondering if he's the purser. Alright, this guy's mad because he thinks that this guy killed his brother. So I think this guy is supposed to be the Dane, and this guy is a brother of someone else. Okay. Wait. Oh, good. Okay. Let's see what we can figure out here. Is anyone Danish? Or from Denmark, I guess? Okay, they were clubbed. We don't know by who. Okay, this guy's from Austria. Lars Lind from Denmark. I do at least want to see if there's anyone else from Denmark here first. England, Ireland, England, Sierra Leone, India, Wales, Denmark, England, Russia, unknown. Why do we have just an unknown seaman here with no number? Oh, that's just the default. Who done it? Okay, yeah, like an unknown seaman, an unknown midshipman, and unknown. Okay, got it. Like, so that if you didn't know who it was, you could say that for now. Okay. I think this is Lars Lind, and that he was clubbed by someone who has a brother. Oh, right, yeah. So there's two people it could be, right? I mean, we checked the names. Okay, wait. What was his job? Where's Lars? How did I lose him? Did they just remove him from the list? He's gone forever? I can't... Right, because you can't... Okay, hang on. Yeah, okay. He's just generic seaman. Okay, hang on. Nathan Peters. Samuel Peters and Nathan Peters. Okay. Okay. Seven wayward souls disappeared during the events of this chapter. Their fates are cataloged here. I don't know what fates befell them. Lars Lind was clubbed by an unknown attacker. Okay. I mean, we'll have to find out, right? Okay. So how do we go back even further now? Oh, I guess we can visit places that have been. Why weren't you in the toilets, guy? How will I find out these people's names? Okay, I'm gonna go back up here and revisit, listen to this again. I mean, some of them tried to escape on, what you call it, okay. Let me on. Over my dead body, you bloody Dane. How's that? There's no cause for trouble, boys. Get in the boat. Thought I'd forget? You killed my brother. What? That was an accident. The ropes. It wasn't his fault. I saw the whole thing. Lies. I shouldn't have waited so long. No, don't. Okay. Okay. That doesn't really... Yeah, so we have to figure out who they are, like what their names are, but a lot of times nobody was saying their names. Right? Like, okay, we know that guy's name. Yeah, that's not really gonna... If I were to replay this memory, I can at least...
Let me on.
Okay.
Over my dead body, you bloody
This
gay.
guy here.
How's that?
There's no cause for trouble, boys. Get in the boat.
So, let's see. We can assume that they drowned, right? Is this him?
Again, you killed my brother.
What? That was an accident.
Okay, I think this might be... If he's got the books, is he the purser? Okay. Got it. Okay, so see, that's important. Faces will become unblurred when information necessary to identify them has been revealed in some... Okay, perfect. So that answers that question, but it does not answer other questions, like, what do I do now?
Robes.
It wasn't his fault. I saw the whole thing.
Nice. I shouldn't have waited so long.
No, don't.
Okay. Yeah, that didn't really unlock anything for me. Yeah. Okay, you can't go further downstairs or anything. Can't go in any room. Okay. Where does the game want me to go next? Okay, so that ladder thing is blocked off. Oh, we don't have the escape, sorry. This post. So, like, you should know his name. Should I? Oh. I don't think I know. I don't think I do know his name. Yeah, there's no dialogue for when he got hurt. And there's also no, I don't think anyone said any name. He was downstairs and he came up. He was one of the people down here during all of this kerfuffle happening. Yeah. Okay. I don't know what to click on next because it nothing is obviously the next thing to click on. Yep. Okay.
Let me on.
Over my dead body, you bloody day.
Huh? How's that?
There's no cause for trouble, boys. Get in the boat.
Before I forget, you killed my brother.
What? That was an accident. The ropes!
It wasn't his fault. I saw the whole thing.
Guys, I shouldn't have waited so long.
No, don't!
Yes, there's nothing to click on here. And there's nothing new to click on here. We've clicked on that. Clicked on that. And we clicked on that. Okay.
Sir, loose the cannon! Assist in the over! Punch and fly!
Aim level. Ready.
Okay. Okay, so I can't find anything else to click on. So this guy jumped off the boat. Are these guys discovering him? Like the people on the boat already left? if I go through here, what happens? Nothing. Okay, well, I'm gonna call it for tonight because I'm tired of walking around the same thing over and over again, and it's boring to watch because I have nothing to say because nothing's happening. And so we'll have to try again another time. I think tomorrow. I don't know if I want to play this again tomorrow. Simply because if it's just going to be me wandering around the boat all for 3 hours or 4 hours, and I mean, when I say wandering around the boat, I mean literally wandering around the boat, not progressing the game in any way. I don't want to do that 2 days in a row. So, yeah, because now I'm going to have to decide if I want to look up a walkthrough or try to figure it out by myself, or stop playing the game entirely because I'm frustrated and I don't know what to do next. And there's no expectation on my part that the game will tell me what I have to do next. But I obviously don't know what I'm doing here. So that resulted in the game coming to an abrupt halt. Cause yeah, we're stuck here. So unless something happens, the book has hints on how to progress. Okay, I'll look it up. Well, where in the book? Here, let me go back to the beginning. So if I was here, there's a hint somewhere here? Oops. Can you let go? Go away. Thing. Yeah, okay. Jeez Louise. Maybe I'm missing what you mean by mark. Anyway, it looks like 4 dudes were gonna steal something. Hang on, let's go back to the beginning. Okay, it looks like something between this, which we haven't seen yet, and this. 4 dudes have decided that they're leaving the ship. So they're hopping on a boat when all of a sudden one of them doesn't want one of them to come on and smack them in the head with a club. But that's happening before Like, it seems like based on the timeline, that's before this attack has occurred. Or, I mean, the attack might very well have already started, but these people don't know. It doesn't seem like this is a reaction to the attack. It seems like they were running off. Meanwhile, this guy gets attacked by the thing. These guys are all... I don't know what the timing is for this, between this and this, that these guys are all rushing to... They want to cannon the guy, or the thing, right? But that goes poorly, and everyone is... everything's going not well. And also, upstairs, men are running around. Well, I mean, I feel like they weren't in a panic because when this was happening, two guys were just casually walking through this area here. Right? When this was happening, two guys were casually walking. And also, someone was discovering this guy, but they weren't, like, in a panic yet. Then all of this stuff happens down here with the cannons and all of that not working. And then they're upstairs. They're trying to, I guess, throw powder at the thing and light it. That part I'm not sure. I'm not sure what they were trying to do, but... Oh, this isn't that. Sorry, this is still downstairs. Wait, is it? No, this is upstairs. Anyway. This guy runs up from downstairs. But I guess he gets grabbed almost right away. And the thing falls on her. Okay, so this is all upstairs. This is upstairs. This is upstairs. This is upstairs. This is in the base. I mean in the where the cannons all are. On the gun deck, yeah. Anyway, I'm guessing that most of these guys here leapt overboard because they were scared. But who knows? Some of them also are the guys who were going away in the little boat. Anyway. So yeah, I am probably not gonna count. I don't know if I want to play this again tomorrow. It very much depends. Not because I hate the game and I'm not enjoying it, but because I'm like, I don't know if I want to spend a significant amount of time not making any progress. Anyway. Yeah, you can kind of see the order that things happen based on the little arrows, right? So first is this guy, them fighting and him smacking the guy. Then it's the guy who gets, like, struck here. Then, crushed, I mean. Then it's this whole fiasco with the cannons, which is a 3-part fiasco. Then we've got this bit up here, culminating in this lady getting crushed. And then I guess these are the final guys left over after all of that has happened. And then the boat just was what do you call it? Like, just floating around with no, like, floating with the currents or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, so far, wonderful game. Like I said, am frustrated because there's nothing that is making it, nothing is jumping out at me as the next thing to click, which is not to say that I expect it to jump out literally, but like, there's not, I don't understand what the next step is. I feel like it's going to be one of those things where once I find out, I'll be like, well, sometimes, here's the thing. Sometimes, even if it wasn't obvious, even if I was like, this is so stupid and I never would have gotten to this by myself, that doesn't ruin the game for me. Like, you know, just because something's never going to be obvious to me doesn't mean that it's never obvious to anybody else in the whole entire world, right? And a game, it's not like they made this game specifically for me. So the fact that I am feeling like, wow, I guess the game's over then after you do 2 chapters, doesn't mean that other people were having that same issue, right? Like, that's not, this isn't like those Nancy Drew games where you're like, are you kidding me? Or where like the game is so unfun that the fact that there's a part where you get stuck is like, makes you feel like, screw this, I'm not coming back. Like why would I come back to your game that is not fun, repetitive, and also I got stuck at a point that made me feel like I was wasting my time, right? Like, so that is not what we're dealing with here. The game is fun, and the puzzling is fun. So like, it's not like it's worth struggling through something to get to the rest of the game. It's just like I said, I don't know if I want to look up an answer, and I also don't know, I mean, obviously I can't know now how long it will take me to figure it out all by myself. So we'll have to see how that goes. You know, I mean, like, I appreciate the hints and stuff, though. Like, I will, you know, I'll mull it over because, like we always say, sometimes just sleeping on it, you're like, oh, why didn't I, like, maybe I should try these 15 things that I suddenly thought of when I wasn't playing the game anymore. So, you know, it's one of those sorts of things. Anyway, lest I accidentally yap and all the way until another ad plays, I'm going to not do that. I do appreciate, wow, today was a kind of a crap day. So it's also, I am also aware that my amount of, okay, so the more stressed you are or whatever, right, the less creative you can think. Like, the less creatively your thinking will flow. So the possibility exists that the combination of the internet crapping out earlier today, and then the problem where I tried to play Luto but I didn't realize that it was, I don't even know if it's a scary game because it got through like 5 whole minutes of the game before I was like, oh, I can't play this because it's causing me anxiety. Okay, so that. Then the sound issues. Then closing this game and opening another one and it also having sound issues. Like, so those things all are potentially making it so that my brain is not thinking creatively enough to overcome this probably very small obstacle, right? I don't think the game was designed that you play 2 chapters and then the game suddenly ratchets up to like incredibly hard and nobody can figure it out. That I really doubt that that's what's happening here. What I think is happening here is that I'm lost and don't know what the hell to do next. So, let's sleep on it and come back tomorrow. If I am feeling ready to tackle this again tomorrow, then this is what we will do tomorrow. If I am not feeling ready to tackle this tomorrow, I'm going to try spinning the wheel again. But before I spin the wheel, I'm actually going to go back into Steam, go to the actual store pages of every single thing that I put in the wheel, and remove anything that is like horror adjacent. Because I can't play I can't play a horror game that is like if it's like a PT Visage, like walking sim with scary elements. I can't play those because they make me too anxious, and then my anxiety causes me to be paralyzed with fear, and then I can't play the game. Which is so weird because, like I said before, my favorite genre of movies is horror movies. My favorite, I love horror books. I love horror movies. I am not afraid of horror in that sense. But when you're watching the movie, you're not the one controlling the character walking down the hallway. So you can just be like, don't walk down that hallway, and then they do anyway. But when you're the one in control, when you go, don't walk down that hallway, you just don't. And then the game isn't fun. And it's not fun to watch because I'm standing in a hallway doing nothing. And it's not fun for me because every second that my character stands in that hallway doing nothing, I get more anxious. Which is not a fun feeling. It's not the fun feeling of like, that was so scary. It's like existential dread type anxiety. Okay, anyway. Blah, 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 blah. So, the wheel will only have games that I actually will be able to play so that we will be able to have fun with having a wheel. Because the whole point of the wheel is spin. Ooh, what are we going to play next? Oh my gosh, it's that. Okay, let's pop in and play it. So that'll be taken care of. There's lots and lots and lots of puzzle games. I don't know why I thought Luto was a puzzle game and added it on there. I think that what happened was that, I don't know when I bought it, but I think it was bought in a bundle of other, like, puzzle-y games. So I think that I must have thought, well, I know that I thought that it was one of the puzzle games that I bought all in a big, like, when I went through and I was, like, searching puzzle games, I was like, add. So that's, I think, how that got there. It could be also that it is a very puzzly game, happens to have an opening that seems similar to a scary game, and then that's why I couldn't move forward, and maybe if I had moved forward, we would have got to the part where it was puzzly, but I was not able to play it. Okay. Let's say goodbye to everybody over on YouTube. Goodbye, YouTube! Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had fun, even though this was... Look, there was a really strong sort of middle to end part on this one. So let's focus on that, and let's focus on how fun it was to follow the lead, follow the little trails and everything in Obra Dinn, and not think about all the other stuff. Anyway, bye. Have a good day. Night.